Welcome to Fantasy Alarm TV. I'm your host of the Big Three, as always, the one and only Ray Flowers. Yeah, that's right. I threw that in just for fun. The first number of the day is 509. That is the batting average of Dee Gordon in home games this season. It's absolutely bonkers. Now, he's only hitting 422 overall. He's on pace to set an all-time Major League record for hits in the season, 46 of them in 26 games played. The batting average on balls in play is nearly 500. We know the batting average is going to come down. An absolutely tremendous start for a guy who hit 289 last year. Keeps the ball on the ground, knows how to use his talents. Dee Gordon could hit 300 this year, but keep the expectations in check despite the smoking start. And then there's also this. He was caught almost 20 times last season. That's a lot. I know he stole 64 bases, but his percentage of success is not very high. And this year he's 12 for 18 in steals, which is 67%. Studies show if you're at 67%, you are breaking even in terms of helping your team to score runs, meaning that Dee Gordon is barely holding on to average. His team, actually, the Marlins, would be just as good if he hadn't run a single time this year, given his success rate. Keep an eye on that. Hard to have a guy keep running if he keeps getting thrown out. The second number is 1.67. No, that's not the ERA of Shelby Miller this season. That's 1.66 after his 99-pitch shutout last night. That's the ERA of Shelby Miller over his last 12 starts. That's right. In those 12 starts, Shelby Miller, a 1.67 ERA and only one defeat. He's pitched great, not just this year, but going back to last season when he had that grip change with Justin Masterson coming to the Cardinals. Now, I know that Miller's xFIP right now is about 3.6, so currently his ERA is well below where it should be. But it is heartening to see the strikeouts rate has gone up a little bit this year from last. The ground ball rate is up. He's pitching very well. Should continue to be a very solid contributor. Not an elite contributor, but a very solid contributor. We called that at FantasyAlarm.com when he was right at the bottom of our SP2 rankings heading into the 2015 season. And then finally, the final number of the day is 216. That's the batting average the last 2 weeks of Jock Peterson, who is really struggling in that department. But showing that there's more to the game than batting average. What else has Jock Peterson done? Well, he's hit 5 home runs. He's driven in 10 runs. He's got a 375 on base percentage. And oh, by the way, a 649 slugging percentage in that time. There's more to the game than batting average. Peterson showing that despite a poor batting average, the rest of his game is smoking. And that's what sets Peterson apart from a lot of other young players. He knows how to take a walk. He can contribute in other categories besides just batting average. He also can contribute when he's struggling in a certain area. A lot of guys, they go into a slump, they can't work the count, get on base. Peterson is still being able to do that. And when he hits the ball, it is going an awfully long way for the newly anointed Dodgers leadoff man. I'm Ray Flowers. You've been listening to Fantasy Alarm TV. Don't forget to visit us at FantasyAlarm.com for all your fantasy baseball needs.